Hi everyone, Leanne here from Jada Blossom, and it is day 2 of our June 2025 release. Hey, so I'm using Jada Blossom's new Gnome Friends cat dies, the new Life is Tweet stamp set and outline dies, Jada Blossom's stitch circle dies, and the circle internal scallop dies, along with Bella Boulevard's Chloe 6-inch pad, Bella Boulevard freehand graph dot 6-inch, odds and ends from Doodlebug, Pretty Kitty, and the puffy icon stickers from Pretty Kitty. And I put this little adorable cat together on the assembly video for the Gnome Friends cat dies. So check that out. And everything will be listed that I used to make that cat underneath that assembly video, and also linked in the blog post today underneath this, the blog post for this underneath this video. Okay, so you saw me stamp the sentiment onto paper tray ink white cardstock. And now I'm going to assemble my card base. This is a 4.25 by 11, scored at 5.5 inches with my Martha Stewart scoreboard and my Teflon bone folder, paper tray ink white cardstock, my favorite for card bases. There we go. And on the inside, I'm going to add some scraps of paper from that Chloe 6-inch pad from Bella Boulevard. So I'm just going to add, and this was like about a 1-inch strip. And then the other ones were like half-inch strips. You know, I had them left over in my pad, and I thought I'm just going to layer them up and make them work. Got a strip of little hearts that I trimmed out. And I'm using the gray more as like a matte. And there we go. And then I'll trim off that overhang with a pair of scissors. You know, working with my ATG tape, of course, to stick those down. And I've got a cute little, some ephemera from that Doodlebug Pretty Kitty odds and ends set. I love to decorate the inside of my cards with Doodlebug's ephemera. I just think it's so cute. And, you know, it kind of dolls things up on the inside. And it works with this paper from Bella Boulevard. So, you know, it's a win both ways. And I'm just going to layer up 3 little paw prints. How cute is that? Just adorable. Now I'm going to add a black glaze pen just to, you know, make the eyes glossy. Just making sure they're both glossy. Whoops. Just tapping that one eye. And then I'm taking my Secure White Jelly Roll pen and a number 10 to add some highlights here, little freckles. And that's that. So you're going to want to let that dry. Okay, so I'm going to cut my sentiment out with this adorable, the adorable sentiment. Thank you furry much instead of thank you very much. Cutting it out with the Life is Tweet outline dies. Now I am going to assemble my card. So this is a piece of paper from that 6-inch pad from Bella Boulevard Chloe. And that's cut at 1/8 of an inch smaller than an A2 size card front. It says, I love cats all over it. And I do love cats. We have a cat here named Samson. We call him Sammy. And he's an orange cat. Okay, so now I'm going to layer up these 2 pieces. The kitty cat blue pattern is from that Chloe 6-inch pad. And then the frame is from the freehand graph dot from Bella Boulevard. Okay, so I'm layering those up with some Bearly Art glue, and I do weight it down with an acrylic block. Okay, so now I'm going to stick those down onto my card front. So this is a very simple and easy card, very quick. So I'm making a nest for my critter, right? A place that kind of, you know, ends up where it's supposed to be. So it sort of shows where your little character is supposed to be. So it's not floating around. Now I'm going to add on this adorable gray cat. Isn't it cute? American Crafts, grays and pink. Isn't that sweet? I just love this kitty cat. Now he or she is going to be holding this little ball of yarn. Isn't that cute? I'm gonna add that on. Okay, so there we go. Now I have my sentiment, and I'm going to pop that up with some little dimensionals from Stampin' Up! like I always use. And I do trim off, trim off the edges, and I use those as well. And of course, oops, I got to trim it a little smaller. There, and then I'll add that on, just so my sentiment all stays level, when this guy eventually goes through the mail, right? So I'm going to add that on. Now, obviously, you could use that other sentiment on the inside about pet sitting if you wanted. That would be cute to go with this thank you very much, but, a thank you for anything. Now, I'm taking the Doodlebug puffy icon stickers and Pretty Kitty, and I'm going to add these little footprints on, just like my card from yesterday with the little dog. Just trying to decide where they're going to end up. And aren't they cute? I just love these puffy icon stickers. They're fun for embellishments. They've got a bit of a shine, right? I'm using a pen knife to pick them up, sometimes. So I can see where I'm placing them, but there we go. So that is the card. I'm going to add a few little hearts here as well. And just because I have them, and you can't hoard these things forever, people. You got to use your products, right? So I'm going to put a few of these little hearts as well. And I think I'll add one to my little yarn ball as well. And there we go. So thank you so much for stopping by. Be sure to hop on over to the Jada Blossom blog, be inspired by the team. The Jada Blossom store to get your hands on the Gotta Have It Now. Remember, everything becomes, you can purchase things separately on Thursday, a la carte. Thanks, everybody. Bye.